Hey, what is going on, Aries? Butch here. I'm going to do your December read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. Always feel free to comment down below. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. I'm going to be using the Pulp Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. What is going on for Aries for December 2023? What message do we have for Aries? All right, Aries. So the first thing I see, Aries, I feel like there's a lot of strong energy in this. You know, it's really kind of getting a lot of overwhelming energies here, and that's a good thing. First thing I see is I feel like there is someone new coming in, and I feel like this is not just someone new. You know, I feel like from the first moment you talk to this person, it's going to be very clear. There's definitely some real strong energy flowing between the two of you from the first moment you talk to them. You know, feeling like you finally found what you've been looking for. And I know it's, I don't want to say love at first sight, but I feel like it's that type of energy. You know, seeing a lot of potential in this person. You know, seeing a lot of potential in this connection. Now, the first thing I feel like you're going to see in this person is this is someone that they go after what they want. They put everything into it. You know, very passionate energy, very commanding energy. And then we have the Star card, nurturing it. You know, this person is going to be the type of person that there's no real game. You know, they don't play games because they're not trying to win a prize. You know, there's a very nurturing energy. This person gives everything to the situation. They put everything into it. You know, and even though I feel like this is moving quickly, I feel like it's going to feel great because even though it's moving quickly, it's not like it's moving quickly because they have some hidden agenda, because I feel like this person's completely open when it comes to you. Like I said, they're putting in everything, and that's going to make you feel very safe with this person, very secure. You know, and there is that, like I said, there is that passionate drive in this person as well. You know, they're very spontaneous with that Knight of Wands. You know, just fun to be around. Just that fearless energy, just exciting. You know, it's an exciting feeling to be around someone that and just has that. But that's the thing with this person that makes them so special is they're a very balanced energy. It's not all about just being passionate and gung-ho and living by the seat of your pants. There's also that, you know, there is that emotional stability that this person brings to the table, emotionally mature, you know, and feeling the strength in this connection from early on, and it only gets stronger. You know, with this person, I feel like the way they are is because they don't live in regret. You know, this person is looking for their forever person. They were looking, and then they found you. And now they're not looking anymore. And that's why they give everything to it, because they feel it. And when they feel it, there's nothing holding them back. I mean, this person's looking to build a foundation. This person is looking for their forever person. They found you. They're emotionally ready for this. You know, they have that passion. They have that drive. And this connection is something that they see the same potential you see in. They see someone that they could spend the rest of their life with. They can see a strong foundation. The bond that you share with this person is a lifelong bond. And the reason why, this connection is so strong, and even from the very beginning, why it felt so strong, we have new love. I feel like love is kind of in the air in the very first moment. And we have that lover's card as a deep connection that only gets deeper. It's like that feeling of being home. Like you've been away your whole life on a business trip, and you finally get to walk through your front door, kick off your shoes, and just relax. It's a very safe place. Now, it's all about being with someone that nurtures your energy, shows up for you. Someone that thinks about you when you're not around, someone that is there to not only protect, it's a very protective energy that this person has as well. It's like they're there to protect you, but they're also very aware of protecting themselves. You know what I mean? And I feel like with this person, I do see some clashing. I do see some fights. I'm just gonna put it out there. I do see a little bit of fighting going on between the two of you, but I feel like you're both gonna enjoy that. I've talked about this before. I've touched on it. I feel like a fire sign enjoys that a little bit. They enjoy being able to have that partner that isn't just gonna roll over for them. Someone that challenges them, someone that shows up, and someone that isn't afraid to hurt your feelings. Because with most fire signs, a lot of signs have this ability as well, but mostly the fire signs I know is, and I have, like I said, I'm a Sagittarius sun and moon and a Leo rising. I'm all kinds of fire. I get over shit really quickly. You can say something to hurt my feelings, and I won't even be thinking about it the next day. Like, I'm just past it. I don't hold grudges, but I need someone that can understand that when I have that outburst, when I say something that I don't mean, or when I say something that came out of an impulse. Because I can be very impulsive sometimes. But with this person, with that Emperor, like I said, with the Emperor and the Five of Wands, I do feel like you're going to clash with each other. But I feel like at the end of the day, they'll always have your back. They'll always be there. You're not going to scare them away. You're not going to intimidate them. You're not going to, they're not intimidated by it. And we just get back to what we want to be doing. And like I said, it is moving quickly. I feel like it was meant to. Now, it's almost like winning the emotional lottery, the partner lottery. We have the Wheel of Fortune, good things happening. That Nine of Cups, this person's going to fill your cups up. You're going to feel fulfilled with this person. Like I said, they're bringing all aspects. They're bringing spontaneity. They're bringing passion, intelligence, and there is that emotional side to them as well. Don't get it twisted, because I do feel like this person is a bit of a romantic. I feel like they know how to do it. I feel like there's going to be impulsive, spontaneous, romantic gestures. I feel like this person will go to the way to really show up and put in the work. And like I said, it's a constant thing. This is definitely a soulmate connection. Like I said, we have the Lover's card. There's certain cards when I get them together, it's kind of undeniable. We got the two of Cups, that lifelong bond. We got that deep connection with that Lover's card, and we got that new love. And if I could have 3 cards that would tell me that this is soulmate, it's right there. But like I said, it's like the partner lottery. This is someone that from the very beginning you find it easy to communicate with. And another thing that you're really going to enjoy to finish this all off is that Queen of Wands. This isn't the type of person that just gets what they want and they're done. This is the person that is always going to make you feel like you're being chased. And I know Aries like to chase, but this is someone that's always going to make you feel wanted, make you feel desired, and they're going to want to fulfill those desires. This is someone, if I can say it without sounding super creepy, this is someone that's is gonna find it hard to be around you without touching you. They're gonna be handsy. They're gonna find it hard to walk past you. Um, it's I understand that feeling. I mean, I remember when with my ex and I couldn't walk by, like if she was cooking or if she was doing anything and she had her back to me, I couldn't walk by without slapping her ass. I couldn't. It was drawn. And that's the thing. Sometimes we're just drawn to that person. Like, we don't even think about it. We just want to touch them in any way, shape, or form that we can. And it's not always a hug, and it's not always, a cuddle or a kiss. Sometimes it's just a slap in the ass. Sometimes just touching your arm when they walk past you to know that they're walking past you. And some people may not understand that or enjoy it, but what it's telling you is that person's thinking about you. That what it's telling you is that person wants to touch you. When they touch you, they're thinking about you. And that's why when people that aren't in a couple, two single people, when somebody, like a friend of mine told me just the other day, I was talking to this girl and she kept touching my arm when she was talking to me, and she pushed my chest and stuff, and I never thought nothing of it. And then I was telling somebody about it, and they like, she's probably into you. I'm like, what do you mean she's into you? And I'm like, because when you want someone, you feel the draw to want to touch them. Like, that's the thing. And there's so many different weird signs like that. But anyway, we'll get back to Reed. We'll talk about this in a minute. Like I said, I mean, this person was put in your path for a reason. You were meant to meet this person. And it was destined to happen. Very passionate, very intelligent, but very down to earth as well. They have that ability to show you their emotional side. Now, I don't feel like this person's overly emotional, but I feel like when it comes to you, it's like it just comes out. And that happens so many times in life. You meet people that, you would never think. Like I told the story before with my grandfather, he was a scary dude. He was like 6'4", just a big guy. He was a longshore fisherman. And everybody thought he always had this grumpy face, always had this, like, what they call it, the resting, I don't want to say it, but the resting, not a nice guy face. And everybody outside of our family thought he was just they avoided him. They stayed out of his way. But I'll tell you, my grandfather, from what I remember of him, I mean, the guy was the sweetest guy. He was like a big teddy bear. He was not like that with us. He always showed us love. He always showed everybody love, and like in our family. And it was weird to hear people talk about him that way, because I didn't ever see that in him. I never felt like he was scary at all. He was always happy and laughing, but just in the outside world, he wasn't comfortable being that. And it's toxic masculinity to a point. But anyway, with this person, we have Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. We have some Gemini, some Aquarius, and a lot of fire as well, too. We have Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. A little Virgo in there as well. But that's the thing with life, is sometimes we bring out things in people that they didn't even know they had. And that's what's part of that amazing connection we have with people. No one understands what true love is until they're in a moment of true love. Like, you can't explain true love. You can try. And there's a lot of movies out there that try to put it in perspective, and you can assume. It's the same as like having a baby. You can tell somebody what it feels like to have a baby. You can show somebody videos of women having babies. But until they have it, they don't understand it. You can't. As a man, and this is no knock to any mother out there, but I watched my ex, we had 4 kids, and I was there for every one of them being born. I watched them come out. And I have I feel like I got to a point where I have one of the closest perspectives to understanding it that a man can have. I'm not saying I know what it feels like. I'm just saying I've seen some things. Okay? Like, let's just say when they say you can't have sex for 6 weeks after you have a baby, that wasn't an issue for me. I didn't think I'd ever want to do it again. I did, but but I understand it to as much as a man can understand it. I think. You know, I was there side by side for the whole pregnancy. You know, and I was there during the birth, and it's truly an amazing thing. You know, and like I said, it's I don't know. I mean, with my ex, I mean, we have 4 kids, and she never had any medication or epidural or nothing like that. She just wanted to do it all natural, and kudos to her, because it looked painful as shit. Like, seriously. I don't know how people can do that, but I'm so grateful that you can. And any father, whether you're with the mother or not, you sure as hell should be showing up on Mother's Day with a present. Like, at least. That's a bare minimum. But that's the thing when it comes to this read, is what you want may be different before you find the person. You may not even know what you want. I feel like a lot of it comes into perspective when you meet that person. And from the first conversation, like I said, sparks were flying, things were happening, and I feel like what this person truly wanted became very clear. I feel like they had a good idea before, but I feel like meeting you, it became very clear that all the things they wanted were right here in one spot. And they're not willingly going to let you walk away. So that's why I feel like I said, this person puts everything into it. This person wants you to be your best. They want to be their best. This is not about holding somebody back. This is not about lifting them up. It's about being there. Like I said, there's some couples, some partnerships in life where, you may walk behind your partner. There's some where your partner may walk in front of you. There's others that your partner walks beside you. You know, it's if you look back in the medieval times, like kings and queens, there'd be some kings that have this big ass chair next to this little ass chair for the queen. But then there's some kingdoms where there's 2 big chairs, and the queen sits just side by side, equal level to the king. And right there, it tells in a nutshell what's going on. I mean, I had the privilege of seeing some real life castles in real life, and it's funny because there's one where the throne, the king's throne, was like this huge, massive chair, and then there was like a little, almost like one of those chairs that you have at your kitchen table. And the story of that, the way that happened is they weren't very successful. The king didn't do a really good job ruling his kingdom. End up losing it to another kingdom. And I feel like maybe that was part of the problem. Because truly every good king has a good queen behind him. And a lot of times, like I said, you're walking side by side with somebody. That's your partner. That's not somebody you're pulling along. That's not somebody you're hiding behind. That's someone you're walking side by side, and you have, that's someone that has respect for you. That's someone that holds your opinion to a very high degree. Just like if you look back, and like I was saying, to be relevant, is in medieval times when you've seen a kingdom where the king and queen's chairs were the same size and they're right side by side. A lot of times they were the successful ones because he knew that she had an opinion. He knew that he should listen to her. Now maybe he might be the one putting out the decree or making the rules, But don't think that she didn't have something to do with it. Now the roles are different. You don't need a king and you don't need a queen. But when you have one, you treat them as such. Treat them accordingly. Because any real a good kingdom is ruled by two, not one. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.